Good morning, what's going on everybody? Kevin Walsh from Ninja Holistic Health and Fitness. Today's video topic is going to be on permanent weight loss. So weight loss is obviously a really big issue for a lot of people. It's about 75% of the United States population that is either overweight or obese. So we're really struggling in a lot of ways when it comes to weight. And one of the big reasons is that the information that's being provided in the mainstream media and that's in the fitness industry and diet industries as a whole is very misleading and tends to go more in the line of dogmas and sort of the blind leading the blind rather than things that really are nourishing for the body and produce long-term results. So what I want to introduce you to, which has helped me lose 60 pounds and keep it off for good now for well over a decade, is what I call the 4 big basics of nutrition. If you follow these 4 things every single day at every single meal, I guarantee you 100% you will lose weight and there's no way around it. The first one is proper hydration, okay? So you want to, believe it or not, before you even start eating, focus on your water intake. So the recommendation that I give everybody is half your body weight in ounces of water per day. So say you're a 200-pound person, that would be 100 ounces of water. And for some people who that's a bit of a struggle for, initially I say do 50 ounces for that 200-pound person of pure water, and then the other 50 ounces to make the full 100 could be tea, coffee, whatever else you might happen to drink in liquid. But half of that should be in just pure water. The next thing, step 2, is chewing slowly and mindfully. So before you even really pick up what foods you're actually going to eat, whether you're eating pizza or you're eating something healthy like a grapefruit, right? You want to chew your food adequately, which means, as a good rule of thumb, 32 bites chews per bite. So you take a bite of something, chew it 30 times roughly, 1 for each of your teeth. Chewing adequately not only is going to allow you to digest better, but it also makes you fuller quicker because it takes about 20 minutes for the body's satiety mechanism to kick in where you feel full. So if you scarf food quickly, you could easily pound out a few pieces of pizza, this, whatever, in 10-15 minutes and not even be full yet. And it's not because you're actually still hungry, it's because you're eating so quickly the body isn't even able to trigger the fullness mechanism. So the longer you chew for, the better and the more full you'll feel. The third thing, once you're drinking enough water and you're also chewing the way that you really should be for good digestion, is to eat real food. So there's an acronym called JERF, which is Just Eat Real Food, and by Sean Croxton, and that's really the crux of all good nutrition. Whether you're eating keto, paleo, vegan, it doesn't matter. If you notice all those diets, if they're done correctly, they involve real actual food. It's not necessarily the diets that you're doing that are going to enable you to lose weight and be healthfully doing so. It's the nature of just eating real food. So you can see here, you got lots of colors. You got some purple cabbage, sweet potato, avocados, green, yellow, orange, red, got all kinds of stuff. We have a half-eaten red bell pepper here. This is the food that you want to put into your body that's going to nourish you. So eating real food 90% of the time is the ideal that you want to reach when it comes to your food intake. You need vitamins and you need minerals in order to assimilate everything properly and to have a good overall health balance. So eating real food is the third main principle. Fourth and final big basic is the one that people usually look at a little prematurely, which is the amount of energy you have coming in needs to be less than the energy going out. So in other words, the amount of calories coming in has to be lower than the amount of calories you're expending during the day. Now this changes day to day. This is going to be different all across the board for different people. Someone who's older and more sedentary is going to have obviously a much lower metabolism than somebody who's younger and extremely active and maybe athletic. So you have to recognize what you do day to day to see that your calorie intake is unique to you and different than others. This is why 2,000 calorie a day averages are complete nonsense and ridiculous, because what an NFL player is going to eat is completely different than, again, what an elderly person would eat calorically. If the two of them switched, you would get catastrophic results. And I think that kind of speaks for itself. So you don't need to eat 2,000 calories across the board. It's going to be different. Some people are going to need less. Some people are going to need more. Eat only when you're hungry. If you're not hungry, don't eat. It doesn't matter if it's dinner time, breakfast time, lunchtime, or any time. If you are not actually hungry, do not eat food. If you are hungry, eat food. Now, this is a very obvious principle, but we tend to kind of screw things up here. When we are hungry, We think, oh, I don't want to eat. I just, the less food I eat, the more fat I'll burn. And then we end up just gorging ourselves later because we can't take it anymore. Or we come into contact with some sweets or something and we go overboard because we haven't given ourselves the nutrients we needed to be satiated. And on the flip side, we also tend to eat too much when we're really not hungry at all, out of boredom or just thinking because it's dinner time, 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, I'm supposed to eat a full meal. So that wraps it up right there. Make sure you're drinking enough water, okay, number one. Number two, make sure you're eating your food, chewing it slowly and thoroughly and mindfully. Number three, eat real food. More calories the better, eat the rainbow. And number four, make sure that you're having fewer calories coming in than going out. And if you get those 4 things mastered, you're well on your way to permanent weight loss. If you don't get those outlined first, I guarantee you're not going to lose weight for long. And you can lose 70 pounds, I guarantee you're going to put it right back on. Focus on those 4 basics. If you have any questions, email me, kwninjatrainer@gmail.com. Always love to hear feedback from people and questions that you might have regarding weight loss or any other topics. So I'll catch you on another video and we'll go over some more things in the weight loss realm. This is just the beginning. And until then, stay healthy, stay fit, and I'll catch you on the next video.